My dad.
Yeah, talk to us about the last 12 months. Obviously, the move from a club where you have been so long and you have made your home for such a long time, and coming to a new country, coming to a new league, coming to a completely different...
Yeah. Good morning.
Hey.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmonds.
And we're brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as
See that?
Because we are redefining
What's cool.
Because smart is
The new
gangster.
baby.
And if you didn't know, now you know. You're not really in the camera.
I'm not in the camera. The camera don't need me.
You got your little honey bun. It don't need the honey bun. There you go. No. What are you doing? No. There you go.
Okay. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
It's Freestyle Friday.
And we are brought to you by the New Image Project.
We already said that.
Oh, we helping them redefine what's cool?
Yes.
And smart as new gangster?
Yes. Baby.
If you don't know, now you know.
Yes.
Reset me, and then my clock reset, and then I just went back to the beginning.
Oh, that's what happened.
Okay, so Freestyle Friday, there's a lot on my mind. I ain't going.
Okay, hold on.
Don't go straight in.
No, you can't. It's Freestyle Friday. We can rewind.
Okay,
because we waiting on.
We're gonna start slow. Big shots out to Urban Drinkery. I was up there to the coffee shop. Y'all pull up 7:30 to 12. I was getting me some brew, and I had some very, very important and powerful meetings yesterday. And it just, from the people that just was pulling up, right? It wasn't even planned. And so today, we got some big stuff planned, connecting with people. Y'all pull up, man. Get you a drink of coffee, man. Big shots out to DJ Swagoo here at the 99 Jams Care Festival Radio. Super Dave. Y'all tune in to this
Women Talk.
Y'all tune into this very important community radio station, y'all. Why? Because the radio broadcasts are under attack, and we need you. We need your support to keep this community radio alive. 99 Jams Care Festival Radio has been putting in the work. The 10-year anniversary just happened. So if you don't know, now you know. Go to the Facebook page, go to social media, find 99 Jams.1 Care Festival Radio, right? Make sure you put that Care Festival Radio, because there's a lot of 99.1 FMs, but there's only one Care Festival Radio, and that's 99 Jams Care Festival Radio. Thank y'all. Thank you. I'm going.
You go. I'm trying to see. Look on our page, because I'm
live.
Yeah, no.
Y'all comment if we live. If you see us on live, comment. And big shouts out to our radio listeners. A lot of people be listening to us from the city. A lot of people be listening to us at their job sites, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for making the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club the premier morning show from Tampa Bay Breakfast Club from Tampa Bay area. It's an election happening in Tampa this Tuesday coming up. So if you register, make sure you get out and vote. I think it's District 5. And this is a very important race for the city of Tampa. So make sure y'all get involved, man. Don't just sit there complaining, talking about what's not going your way. Make sure you get involved, get active. There's been a lot going on. There's been stuff going on around the kids on both sides of the bay, and we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, there is.
We're gonna talk about the NBA. I call it the Sports Illustrated RICO. What's the Sports Illustrated RICO? They are arresting basketball players along with mafia people, saying they were gambling on games. And from my expert opinion, I think it's just a a distraction. It's a distraction and it's an attack.
It's an attack.
Because if you don't know, the government is on shutdown.
Okay, I found it. We actually wasn't on live while and I'm over here. This is me playing.
That's why I like QQ is the producer extraordinaire of the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. If y'all don't know, the engineer and producer of the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is Q. So if y'all want to get on the show, if you're an artist or you have an event coming up, inbox and ask for Q. Reach out to Kiana Horsley.
Yeah, so you know what? Okay, so I do go by Q since it's Freestyle Friday, right?
I made you Q,
right? But I always say this is Kiana.
But we always done made you Q.
I don't know when it came to like.
You asked me like when.
Because now when I do plug report, people ask me, I say this is Q, right? But here I say this is Kiana. But I'm finding out more people call me Q now. I think it's just a laziness.
No, you just trademark the Q.
Just trademark the Q.
The Q with the A, with the circle around it.
The Q with the A. Okay.
It's a T. Trademark is a T. But and you've been doing some amazing work. Let's talk about Q right now. Like who is
Good
Q?
morning, Kimbrielle.
Who is Q? For those that don't know.
Who is? I'm just simple old Kiana. Trying out here to do great stuff. You know what I realize is that like people don't like I'm really the epitome of behind the scenes. When you look at like my brand and the things that I do and I need, and this is so I brand other people and don't brand myself, which is crazy.
So you don't think Q is a brand?
Yeah, it is. With it, it's growing into a brand.
It definitely is.
Who it is, because like once I started to step out and like I do this, we're bringing back Plug Report.
Yes,
I'm on there. I done been on the other podcast. I'm Jerish Martin. You know,
I was just going to talk about your impresario.
Good morning, Damien.
And your music pedigree. Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't know, putting on big shows, putting on big concerts. Honestly, the biggest stage I ever seen was at a show that you produced and that you put on. So tell us a little more about that.
Which show was it? Because I don't put up because
Don't Be Scared, Vote.
So actually that was Halloween time. Yeah. We had Tom G. We had some other local artists that came in and performed, and we did. Look. And we had you're right. We had Khalil out there. We had Taj. And we gave over 200 bags, was it, to the kids trick-or-treating, and we were promoting Don't Be Scared to Vote. And we put a main stage right here on 34th Street.
Very big stage. I'm talking about the biggest stage. I'm into music. I've been producing and doing stuff. I've never seen a stage that big.
Right there.
Y'all rocked out.
Yeah, you know, that's the first time when somebody was like, you let us know that like it's possible.
Yes, you did that.
And, you know, and it was right there at Maximo. It ain't Maximo no more, but I had those.
And hey, that's the transition we just made. And you transitioned yourself. You now are working with the MLK the new celebration that's coming up this January.
The Power of the Dream.
The Power of the Dream. Y'all had me doing an interview, and I spoke. I went down to City Hall, and that's something I never did. As much as I go to City Hall, I've never went inside that particular part of City Hall and experienced that. So
down in the basement.
Yeah, I felt
the media room kind of dope, ain't it?
It's kind of dope. I think I had some ideas for them.
I mean, everybody always, you know, you go down there, it brings out the creative juices.
I said it's a little creative juice. I didn't like the positioning of the spot, but you're right. The juices went to flowing as soon as I walked.
But you know what? You know why I like the position of the spot right there? Because it's out of the way from other people. Yeah. Because when people go in there and then they want to start like shooting ideas, it'd be distractive if it was on the main floor. People coming in,
just be walking in.
Oh, what you got? Right.
I had all the ideas. The people looking at me like I'm crazy. Who is this guy? What is he here for?
But no, like we started doing interviews, and we're gonna be doing more. So, like,
how do they talk to you about if they want to do the Power of the Dream interview?
I mean, there's some select people that you know what I mean. I definitely want their story to be told. Like as a team, we would love to hear what they what their input to this community was. But you can inbox me. Good morning, Tiffany. You can inbox me. You can definitely inbox me or somebody else from the team.
Inbox the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We answer our messages. Y'all be acting all shy like y'all don't want. Listen, we gonna talk about this shit. We have some other stuff to talk about. 2 schools. They say 2 schools might be closing in Pinellas County.
What 2 schools? Do you know?
We're gonna find out. They can stay. We got coming up. We got a 6-minute break. We got to pay some bills. But before we go there, we're also going to talk about the tennis and the dude from South Dakota saying he don't want to play tennis with black kids because of a bunch of stuff I ain't gonna repeat because he can't make me put that stuff in my mouth. So I ain't gonna say what he said. But all I'm gonna say is we meeting at Campbell Park and we'll talk about it later.
You say we talking about it? No, I mean we're seeing a lot of this rise of racism in the community. We saw the posts. Go ahead.
Is it a rise though? These people have been racist their whole life. They haven't. Maybe they're coming out the cracks like cockroaches, right?
You know how like something stays dormant. You can have something, but it stays dormant. It's under control. It doesn't flare up. It doesn't react to stuff. You don't really know that it's there.
But I don't think I think it was just a willful ignorance. I don't think it was ever going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think like how these people feel are just coming out of the woodwork. I think that it is becoming more and more. So it is.
And so this is what I would say. I don't think racism went anywhere, but I did see it dying because you could see the race. Because you're seeing older people now coming, they're more comfortable with now talking about the division that they want, right?
Yep.
And how they want to, but their grandkids had mixed children.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Their great grandkids also are mixed. And so you're looking at the hatred that they were able to pour in at one point in time, kind of got watered down, got muddled. So now you see it now rising like,
so is racism making a comeback? Is open racism making a comeback? That's a question for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the comments. Let us know. Is open racism making a comeback?
Yes.
In American society.
I think so. Loud and proud.
The commander-in-chief himself.
I think it is. I mean, you could look at the different stuff like, okay, the KKK, you look at it, it's not labeled as a gang.
It's not labeled as a gang or a terrorist organization, despite being responsible for the murder of countless black lives, not to mention being responsible for countless terrorist attacks. The KKK has seemed to dodge the eye of the federal government.
Which
unlike
to make
the NBA players.
Yes, right. And you look at that, and so you're thinking that like they're not a gang, but then you have Crips, Bloods, and everybody else. They're gangs.
And so I agree with that 100% because I always said, how can the KKK be a terrorist organization when so many of our
not a terrorist organization,
but they are,
right?
And how could an elected official make them that when their family members and some of them are a part of it?
But some of those family members. So you know what? We got to take a
granddaddies that tell their grandchildren about their days of riding with the bed sheet over his head and lighting fires in front of black people's houses. I wonder why they stopped. Because them people was fighting back. They didn't stop because we was cute. They didn't stop because we was cute. The KKK didn't stop riding because we was cute. They stopped riding because we got on their ass the long way.
Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Jabar's getting crunk and more crunk and crunk again. And my hair fades into my shirt.
I do we do that.
And so we're gonna take a break. We're coming back 7 minutes after the hour.
6 minutes.
Somewhere around there.
They will be back. Share it. Share it with your friends because we're going to be talking about some of the incidents that's been going on in the local area.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to need y'all to really give us what y'all think.
All right. We'll be back.
signs of torture and abuse.
And Sarah will be here with all your sports news, including the latest from last night's Europa League football and a new tennis tournament that will be staged in Saudi Arabia. Do stick with us. Let's have...
has expressed confidence that the Gaza ceasefire will hold. He's visiting Israel to bolster President Trump's peace plan. Mr. Trump has issued a new warning against Israel annexing the occupied West Bank after a vote in Israel's parliament this week. Yolande Nell reports.
President Trump told reporters Israel was not going to do anything with the Palestinian territory. In a newly published Time magazine article, he said annexation won't happen because I gave my word to the Arab countries. He warned Israel would lose all of its support from the United States if that happened. This week, Israel's parliament passed 2 votes brought by opposition figures in favour of annexing land in the West Bank. The US Vice President J.D. Vance said it
hear that we back. Now the people on Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere else know that we're back as well. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
I'm your brother John.
And this is Kiana.
And I'm one and only Mr. Edmund.
Hey, and this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangsta.
Baby.
If you don't know,
Now you know. So I saw this video of the brother doing an acronym for gangsta. What was it?
D1.
You got him. You know the acronym?
No, I don't. No. Gangsta.
What is it? Growing something. I posted it. I think I can't find it now, but it was good. I liked it. I like the take that he put on gangsta.
So what I like about us is how creative we are, right?
Yeah.
That we will take something and flip it for the good.
Oh yeah.
Then on that other side of the pancake, we will flip it back and be like, "Don't y'all do that."
That's actually a letter. You must have saw the Ask Kiana. We're gonna talk about that today.
Oh no.
That's you in the Ask Kiana files this morning.
But I'm glad we talking about this because we actually talking about the power of our words and the power that we have over our words to define meaning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We can change the meaning of words in full stride. Right? Because we do it all the time.
He said growing and nurturing gifts, serving the Almighty. That's gangster. Growing and nurturing gifts, serving the Almighty.
Nothing more gangster than that.
Because you define who you are.
Yeah.
And you don't let society define you.
No, that's if you define who you are. Because some people are defined by society. I had a very good conversation with my brother. And I found out that I was only showing up as a person, right? I was only showing up as a person. That person I was showing up as wasn't me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because somebody else had defined who you were, and
you agree with it. That's the thing too. Like you agree with the definitions. I think that's the other part of that whole learn to unlearn, is because when somebody say you are that and you agree with that, then
that's who you is.
Yeah, that's who you are. You start to show up as that.
That's not who you are. That's who you show up.
That's how you express yourself.
And you know what? Because
we talked about this too.
We have talked
identity
about identity
and expression.
It becomes your identity.
Yeah.
Like I know I was talking to my mother, and she was saying like her daughter, like she's tired of being the fighter.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and she was saying like she's tired of being the one that and she realized, like, because we were talking, I'm like, well, she don't have to fight. And the mom was like, she don't, but because people have labeled her the hothead one, who said like, oh, she don't play. Oh, you say something. And so when something happened, friends, family, something happened, she's the first to come in and defend because she has been labeled that person.
And then after you accept the label, you become that, and then it's hard to change from being that.
It is.
You just expressing yourself as
you express
but that's not who your identity is.
It doesn't have to be.
And finding who your identity is a real challenge.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you try to find your identity when you're really creating it.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And we're searching for who we are, but we're really creating who we are.
Yeah.
Right. It's a constant thing. We can evolve. And I was talking to a young brother last night.
That's right.
And I told him, I hate when they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Okay.
Because I was an old dog that learned new tricks.
Oh, come on.
And when I hear that, I hear you writing so many brothers off.
Yeah.
25, 30, 35, 40. I got my first job at 37.
Okay. Yes, sir.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So up until I was 37 years old, I had never worked gainful employment in my life.
Yeah.
And when you say you can't teach a dog new tricks, an old dog new tricks, that's a lie, because you see the older you are, you start
that's true.
And you start to change. You be like, man, I was thinking about when I was,
I think if you're doing it right, you have those moments.
Right.
But if you never have a moment of like, dang, I need to get myself together, like you ain't doing it right. Like you're gonna have that moment where you're gonna look yourself in the face and be like, you know what, I can do better than what I'm doing.
Right.
I can do something different. I can make a change.
That's evolution.
Yeah.
Like it just happens naturally, regardless. I mean, you think it just if we follow the pattern of law, right? Or
Yeah.
we just follow nature itself. We see that things change. Like when you're younger, you're usually more hot-headed. You don't have patience. Your emotional intelligence have not kicked in yet. The older you get, which you learn new tricks, right? You realize like, dang, my manhood is not subject to be challenged because I don't fight every battle. Now I fight them with my mind. I don't have to show how strong I am physically. I show how strong I am mentally.
Yeah, you get wiser. You get wiser, and I think a lot of people they shun that growth and that wisdom as you keep going.
Yeah.
They think it's only decline. They think the older you get, it's only declining. When you know, I look at it as, you know, I'm getting greater. Like, why?
Yeah.
Right? It's the more this thing sit in front of me, the better it's gonna be, because I just don't sign up or subscribe to. I was telling my little homie, right? Because he like 39. Right?
Okay.
And I'm telling him, bro, I only had a job 2 years by the time I was your age.
Okay.
So don't let them tell you stuck doing what you're doing.
That's right.
Don't let them fool you like that, because you still have great opportunity to do amazing work. Tim Cook, all these people didn't strike gold until they was in their 50s.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't, but I think that's just, we are good at making up stuff that fits every scenario.
Yep,
So like we talked about it, like a hit dog will holler, right? We said that before, and then if they ain't said nothing, it must be true. So
which one is it?
Which one is it? So there's no winning when it comes to people. Like they can.
That's what I learned. I learned context matters.
Yeah, it does.
Because you could just say these things, but if you don't say them in context, then they're not true. It may be true for a certain context, but when you put it in a different context, you're like, no, that don't.
Just be reciting stuff.
Just recite it,
so when
and you hold on to it as an absolute truth.
So like when Cat Williams came out and was like blasting, the people who spoke out, it was like a hit dog holler. The people who was quiet,
it must be true.
It must be true.
Because they ain't said nothing.
Right. Because
he ain't try to dispute it. So
because some stuff you don't have to dispute because you be like, why?
Yeah.
And then some stuff is so crazy, you be like,
you gotta
say something.
Well, everything Cat Williams said was true.
No, everything Cat Williams was true.
Let me.
It's been more true than not with the way the clock been ticking.
We need to go back and just
Okay, that was it. Yeah, we about time for.
I'm gonna tell you who else
for a
was
review.
Right. I was tell you who else was right.
Well,
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. You ain't gonna cancel us.
Oh Lord.
All right then. Well, yeah. I mean, I ain't trying to be canceled.
He was right.
I ain't trying to be canceled.
Right. Put it like that.
Can we be canceled? Like, okay, so let's talk about canceling. It's Freestyle Friday. What allows a person to be canceled?
People with the power.
Talk about it.
But they've been trying to cancel Boosie Badass.
I don't think it was really.
Y'all is just on this.
He was trying to cancel. They was trying to cancel Boosie. Yeah, they've been. Boosie be talking crazy, and they be like,
no power in that department.
Who else they tried to cancel? Denzel said they can't cancel him.
He can't.
They tried to cancel. They canceled Will Smith. Did they cancel Will Smith? They ain't cancel Will after the slapping thing.
No, they ain't cancel Will. No,
they tried to cancel Dave Chappelle.
He came back.
They tried though,
and they said he was smoking crack. And he said, the people said, "Hey, we're gonna have."
They told him they was gonna.
And then he said, by the time he got on the flight,
you know who else had a story like that?
But they came back.
I'm gonna tell you, Minister Farrakhan had a story like that. He said when he met with a certain group of people, they was trying to get him to apologize, and they told him that if he did, they could clean up his image and not give him all the riches, but they can clean up his image and make him, seem favorable. And then they was like, and when you die, like, we'll make you bigger than you ever would have been, alive.
So this is what I think.
And he was like, really, like, y'all really going to sit here and tell me that y'all going to do that? Like, y'all can do that for me? Like, y'all can change and clear up my image?
Uh-huh.
So why you smearing it in the first place, though?
Ooh.
Good morning,
why you messing? Yeah. So if you telling me you have power to control my image, why have you painted me in this box that you painted me in already? And now you want me to bow down and come out of it.
So I will tell you, you can be canceled, but you can fight the cancellation. That makes sense. Let me tell you why.
You can fight the cancellation.
You can fight the cancellation.
Is that a after the cancellation fight, or is that
Is it
as
trial?
Like, how do you fight the cancellation?
It's your will. So
Okay.
you look at that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you, you will see where great, mediocre.
Okay.
When somebody throws an obstacle in your way, you mediocre. And I'm not, so y'all don't take this the wrong way, or you see it, it makes you stop.
Okay.
Right? There's a mountain and you get discouraged and you stop and don't go this way through this mountain because you don't see no way through it. Right? Greats, they see the mountain and they figure out how to overcome it. So that's how you overcome the cancellation. Because you look, Chris Brown was canceled.
Okay.
But he never stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, after
They
they went hard and was like they blackballed him, but he never stopped.
Yeah,
and
he got breezy. Yeah,
and you look what it took him a while, but he never stopped for him to get. Then you can look at other people who just sat down, and you don't hear from them no more. So it becomes
They cancel Kanye.
Do you think he's canceled?
No,
is Kanye canceled?
No, because Kanye just popped back up. He just popped up like
Kanye has been vindicated.
Okay.
In the media, but no one wants to vindicate him.
They can't give him that.
They can't.
They can't acknowledge the vindication.
They can't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was the precursor to everything we're seeing right now.
So anything can happen if you give somebody else the power. But if you keep the power and you know that you like define who you are.
There we go. That's how we started.
That is the power right there. So trust and believe, regardless of what obstacles coming your way, you still define who you are as a person. And if you believe you're canceled, then you become canceled.
Well, speaking of cancer, how about the NBA and the Sports Illustrated Rico?
I heard a little bit about it, but I don't know.
Sports Illustrated Rico.
I don't know enough about it.
Well,
you got some details.
Well, some of the details is that the FBI has went out and started arresting NBA players and staff, coaches, and referees around gambling. They're saying they're gambling, fixing games, and working with the mob. And for me personally, they say Gilbert Arenas is telling on everybody because remember they knocked Gilbert first.
Okay.
And so Gilbert is doing a lot of stuff, and I don't know. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, allegedly.
But the truth of the matter is, I think this is a big ruse. A ruse.
Yeah, I'm thinking the FBI got a little more pressing issues to be worried about.
No, they don't, because because they're not doing the job.
Okay.
And the problem
who in charge over there now?
I think the president.
Okay.
Well, he's a guy named Cash Patel. That he
what did he do before? Because
he honestly might not be qualified for the job. I might be worried because of his nationality. Is he the person for the job? I got a lot of questions, but I'm not in the National Security Department.
Okay,
so I ain't gonna do that. But what I will
the question is, could he get cleared?
Can he get clearance? No, he might not.
Like, what you mean when you say can he get clearance?
To be able to go all the places you need to be. Like, so
like, would they let him do it? Okay.
Yeah, like if he was a regular smuggler, would he get clearance?
Probably not.
He probably would.
So he's not qualified for the job.
And the truth of the matter is, right? These are distractions that are keeping us from things like the Epstein files, right? They will start World War III before they give up them files. They will start World War III, and then if the
I think they kind of already have done that.
If the people will sit back quietly and allow it, listen, they're gonna run over us.
So I'm gonna say this about the Epstein files, right? Because we talk a lot about the Epstein files. At this point, we know we have an idea of what was going on, right? Or we assume. Protect your community. Forget that, like what has happened over there in the Epstein files, we can't change, but we can change how we act from this point on. So, like, worried about like what this dead man got in his files at this point can't protect nobody that's living right now.
So I do what the people say.
Yeah.
I asked that was one of my questions. How would having the Epstein files make the country better? Right.
Wow.
And
I missed that one.
One of the responses that I got, that I saw was that there's people in there who have committed crimes that are still in positions right now. So basically, I think what it is once you get the files, them people who you've been trying to get out, you'll have a way to get them out, because we're talking about cancellation. Like if you're in the Epstein files and you're in a position of power, there's going to be a whole lot of arguing you got to do to justify staying in power and being in the Epstein files. And so I think the purpose of getting the files is not to make the country better, but it's to be able to target those who are in those files for removal so that you can replace them with somebody else.
So let's flip that pancake.
My take.
So my take on it too, there could be a lot of people in the Epstein files that don't have nothing to do with Epstein.
Okay.
Like, again, we've seen, like, you get invited to parties, you get invited somewhere and you're just having a good time, but you ain't in the back room.
Yeah.
Your name come up and they don't like you.
Okay.
So they cancel you.
So they cancel you.
Because you went to the party, even though you wasn't part of the foolishness. Yeah.
So, like, again, it opens up another can of worms because the people who really did it, they're not gonna get canceled. It's gonna be the ones who fighting and really doing something that they don't want.
So it's not gonna be blanket like everybody who's on this list. They're gonna pick and choose those who are in the files,
and they're gonna pick
selectively to say, okay, well, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna.
But you know, they're gonna pick the ones that's out here that's really fighting for you. Oh, they was in the Epstein files. They gotta be crooked. But no, they're fighting the crooks. The real crooks. They're gonna shelter them and make secure that they're okay because they want them to stay in power.
So do you think anybody who's advocating for the Epstein file release are in the Epstein files?
I think that Epstein had a very I think Epstein files are like your social media friends list.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's curated. Right.
Okay.
To a certain point, it's curated.
Mine.
Right.
I got to do better at curating my friends.
Well, my friend list is curated, right? I ain't got just anybody. I ain't just.
I've been trying to curate, but it takes a long time to do it.
but you pretty much curate it by who you like, what you like, and stuff like that.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying? The stuff but
that's what you feel in your algorithm. But like, I got 5,000 friends, and
none of them people.
I know quite a few of them. But it's a lot of. I think it's more that I don't know than I do. But I hear what you're saying. I'm following. I hear what you're saying though.
Your wedding list.
Right? Oh yeah, that's a curated list.
It's a curated list.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
And they're not just putting anybody. Cory Bush ain't on them.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So is there anybody who's on the list that's saying, let the files go? I ain't got nothing to worry about. Like I know I wasn't at the party, so I'm on the list.
There may be.
But did you and him?
No, because they like, ooh, because he said wedding list, right?
Okay.
There's people that's casual that you be like, okay, yeah, we invite them.
Yeah.
But they still ain't coming to your home barbecue.
But you invite them to the wedding.
You invite them. There's people that you invite to your wedding, and you look at it. There's people in your wedding.
But then after the reception is over, and then you do whatever the next thing is, like the after party, they don't get the after party.
The after party. And there's people that you invite to your wedding that don't even come to like your bridal shower.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So different aspects of their engagement.
Right. So
I'm
like
glad you brought that out. Because you might have a point.
So when
we need to look at the list to find out. We need to look at the list and then we can discern and use our discernment to figure out
what to do next.
What I don't want to do, right, is keep starting these wars, keep arresting these people who don't deserve to be arrested just to throw smoke.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Smoke screen.
Yeah,
a lot of this stuff. That's why he knocked the West Wing, the East Wing of the White House down.
This man literally tearing down the White House.
Listen, and guess what?
Like literally doing.
That's a demonstration of what he's doing.
Yeah, literally.
And it's good that he's showing us.
Yeah.
Right. He's tearing it down from the Rudy to the Tootie.
Yeah, one of my Facebook friends just rides so hard for Trump that it just blows my mind sometimes when I see it. I'm gonna start bringing in some of the takes.
It's a call.
Yeah, I got a Facebook friend that like. I got a few hot takes, and I'm gonna start introducing them into the conversation.
I bet you I know who it is.
Yeah.
Is this who I think he was supposed to come in?
No, it's somebody else.
Oh, somebody else. Okay.
So I got a few now.
Yeah, you got a few.
But I'm talking about like riding for Trump, like Trump do something crazy.
But we need to have these conversations because it's not a one-sided thing.
And then
even though they might be wrong,
but
we need to hear it because I think I think that's where we got into the point where we're in a silo.
Okay.
And there is no dissenting opinions. There is no contributing thoughts, right? And we can't find growth in that. Right? We get very stagnated. So I welcome the supporters of the president and the supporters.
And I would tell you
what's going on, Jam.
How I feel is that we don't listen to each other anymore. We really get ready. We already got our talking points. So when we definitely talk to rebuttal, and you know what I mean, or respond, however you want to say it. And
actually, that's a response. That's what Brother John be telling.
Yeah,
because I gotta start naming it.
Hey, that's not an answer. That's a response. I need an answer. This man here, in the heat of battle. I challenged you in a meeting. Right?
Okay. I hope it worked for you. I hope it worked.
Hey, hold on. We're gonna have to stop you right there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've got to stop you right there. Continue. I want to hear from somebody who has.
You did. I was in that meeting. I did, and it was so solid and timely, and it was great. It was great. I saw that. I saw it. You did. You did. You did. Now that you say it, because I remember that, and I was like, thank you, because that was going away.
We had a great meeting. Everybody expressed themselves, but now hold on.
Yeah.
I need to hear from somebody else. I heard from you.
Yeah.
Can I hear from somebody else?
No, you good.
I'm opening up the flow.
Yeah. The little things. The little things. Making sure that everybody in the room has an opportunity to speak, man.
But people go so hard on what they believe.
Yeah.
You know, and then their beliefs is hard to be shaken. But you find, but what happened is just like they create, it's like what word I'm looking for?
False expectations.
No, it's go with marketing. I just can't think of the word that I'm looking at.
Like your target audience?
Yeah, you're looking at your target. So
they're speaking to their target audience.
They speak to it.
Yeah.
So they know what you're looking for. Like if you are like no. And so what they do, they find
start channeling her inner bro John. Yeah, Jim. I've seen Jim. Yeah, Jim. We work together on that one. It's a muscle that we need to build. Yeah, Jim. We got to build that muscle.
We got you, Jim.
Yeah, it takes me a little time to get from 0 to 100. And I'll just say that.
Well, I went to 0 for the 100. I ain't gonna talk about that. We'll talk about that in another meeting.
In another meeting, another session. Yeah.
Let's talk about the food stamps.
Okay.
The government shut down. We're at 23, 24 days, maybe 25.
Okay.
The government has been shut down due to the Democrats and Republicans not being able to come up with anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And the November 1st deadline for SNAP benefits is fastly approaching.
Okay.
And we're worried about the community. You know, people need food. I don't think that they're gonna let it lapse going into Thanksgiving. My political mindset says they're gonna fix it just so the food stamps will be able to come out because that's part of the economy.
So you're gonna do like you think they're gonna do like a stopgap, a temporary,
just so people can get the food stamps in business. It's not so for the people, it's more so for the businesses. It's for the Walmarts, it's for the stores who actually make the profits off of the food stamps. Man, I think there's but you know, on the other side, I say, hey, they want to crash the economy. What better way to do it is tank it right before Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
Oh, and you got millions of people who depending on that for their food.
I'm 50-50 on it.
I'm 50-50 on it. I think I see when we talk about like our Republican friends and this is a good way to make the Democrats look bad.
Yep.
Right. But again, I'd be like, they all play in our face.
So are they making the Democrats look bad? Like who are the people blaming for this shutdown?
I think they all play in our face.
I think it's who you support.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
like what we talked about
one
earlier.
side, you're gonna blame the other side. But the fact is, you know, the Democrats say they're doing this about health care, and then the Republicans saying they're doing it because we're giving health care to illegals and all a bunch of other stuff, right?
Okay.
But for me, in my mindset, I got a real problem because if the Obamacare deadline is such a thing, why is there a deadline? Why did you put a deadline when you had the Congress, Senate, and all the appropriation, everything you needed? Why would you put a deadline on our health care? Right? That's the first flag I throw up. Because then I look at the Black Voting Rights Act. We have a deadline every 7 to 10 years.
Yeah, you still got to renew it. Yeah.
And guess what? Ain't none of you super hoopers jumped out and fixed that.
Like, well, we just gonna make this permanent.
And why not?
Yeah.
But know why? Because this is the political games, like Kiana say, they're playing in our faces on both sides. Ain't nobody really our friend. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the chase, right? Because why is my healthcare have a deadline? But the tax cuts for the wealthy ain't got no deadline.
Right.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. So you're saying the wealthy giveaways don't got a deadline, but our health and our does? Come on now.
And if you look, even with taxes now, they have changed it. Now that they opened it up, that they can look at you even longer than they did before. So, you know, there was a 3-year gap at first that you had to do it. And so they had time, like you know, but now, and I ain't no tax professional, so y'all just
you got some tax professionals on here. Y'all chime in.
But they have now switched it, so now they can go back even further and look at like your tax returns and things like that. So be careful out there. They out to get you.
Yeah, and the other part of the shutdown too that I think gets lost is the federal workers that aren't getting paid. You got people that are furloughed, sent home.
They on soup kitchens. They getting donations.
And then others are working still without pay because they're essential workers, and so don't know how that back pay situation is going to look. But you got people that are actually working. Federal offices and programs like the IRS, national parks, and small business services are closed or either running slow. Some programs like Social Security, Medicare, and SNAP, they keep going because they're funded differently, but other support programs could also see delays and fewer services. So that's the other part of this thing is like you have people that are supposed to be working and they're not, and then they're providing service that you're trying to go get, and you can't get that service. That's another aspect of the shutdown.
And I will tell you, be careful when you realize one party said that they wanted to cut things. Okay. Right.
Okay.
The Republicans, we need to cut these benefits.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you're doing a budget, everybody want to cut something.
Yeah, but when you look at but this is not even.
It's just when you talk about what your priorities are. You know, I did 2 years working with budgets.
Yeah, but
you're always looking at like, okay, well, we can get rid of that.
But it's not even just.
Or we can move that to put that over here.
But this not even just a budget. I'm talking about when you go and campaign on this. This ain't the budgets ain't even there. This is what we need to cut out. Period. Before we even got to the budget.
And the way you cut it is by not funding it.
And now,
because that's the only power you have as a congressman. So you control the budget, and so when you control the budget. And you say we don't like this program, guess what? We're not going to give you money for that program.
So because you have to consult with other people and instead of doing the fight and the tug of war, the governments get shut down. Now they're not funded.
No, what happens is they have a timeline to agree. And when they don't agree by that timeline, that's when the shutdown happens.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So then now, aren't you getting what you want?
What you mean?
So if I don't want to fund right now food stamps, right?
Okay.
And even though it may be temporary,
okay.
if there's a shutdown, who's not getting funded?
The food stamps.
There you go.
So mission accomplished. That's what you're saying.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it took me a minute to get there. I ain't had coffee.
That was my goal. So here we go.
So just let it shut down and food stamps get cut. Yeah.
And we can blame
wow.
Negotiating with us.
Wow. Now you see where I'm going.
I do. I got you. Wow.
That makes the odds for them not to do it goes up higher. So
for it to stay longer.
There you go. So that's what
they're gonna keep it going in.
So this is
my working for them.
So that's my thought process in it. Now y'all take your happy.
Listen, there's gonna be food giveaways. People are already preparing for this. And I think that our nonprofit complex needs to really kick into high gear right now and start experimenting and exploring ways that we might potentially have to help and feed people.
Yeah,
right. I hate to say a soup kitchen or a food line, but we might have to do that, right? And then if we do it where I'm from, we're gonna have some nice food for you. We're gonna have almost a gourmet dish for you. But how we gonna make that happen? We're gonna need the nonprofit and the foundations and the other groups to help fund us to do it.
But then you look at the nonprofits, a lot of them are funded by grants, federal grants.
Yeah, you're right.
But so
that service is so you still have some that are operating, but you're right. There's a lot of federal there's a lot of programs that support people that have been cut also under this administration.
And so now we're gonna be back to election year and who you voting for and why you voting for them. And a lot of people think food stamps is hurting us, but the most people on food stamps is white.
Yeah.
And they're poor and they're in rural communities.
Yeah.
We will look at that, the house choice voucher program, and all these houses and condos vouchers. You never thought so many vouchers was by the beach in your life.
Right.
Until you seen the chart.
Yeah.
And so you're realizing that the help that you think coming to the poor Black people is actually going to the greater community at large.
Well, no, it's going to people who are 80% AMI or less. I mean, and 80% AMI is decent. If you got they got like 120% AMI, like, and that's money that we ain't making. 80, 90,000 sometimes for households. Yeah.
So 80% of AMI translates to what? Like 90 grand, 100 grand.
I have to bring it because I don't have it exactly.
We'll talk about that.
But it's not what it was 10 years ago.
AMI is area medium income.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we use these acronyms in this world we're in, and a lot of people don't know what we're talking about. Yeah. When they talk about 80 and 100 and 60% AMI, they're talking about the
area median income. That's the middle income, not the average, but the middle. Yeah. So if you take all of the numbers on the top and all of the numbers on the bottom, the median is the one in the middle, right there.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna learn something. You gonna learn.
And you're also gonna learn that you listen to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Jams, WUJM 99.1 Carafesta Radio. And we depend on the support from listeners like you to keep the shows that you love on the air, to keep the doors open and lights on and the programs on the air. So if you like to support, if you like to donate and contribute, you can go to 99jamstheberg.com, hit that donate button and show your love.
I told them, Brother John, maybe they'll listen to you.
Okay. Well, I mean, repetition is the mother of learning.
Yeah. And then we'll go to the X counter.
We're going to talk about the flare up of racism.
Okay.
Right?
But we might not get to the X counter.
Okay.
There was
it was
a lady that said she was going to shoot somebody about a basketball coming in her yard.
Yep.
They took the basketball courts out.
Yep.
And then
we gotta call her.
Hold on.
It's a call. Hold on. Go ahead. You're on the road.
And in St. Pete, we had a tennis court incident where they said, I'm not going to repeat what he said, but what I will say is the community ain't going.
Come on.
Go ahead, call it.
It's Freestyle Friday, caller.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy, comedian Damien Davis. Good morning.
Hey, what's up with your boy?
What's going on? I had to let the boy get that out. Get it out, boy. Get it out. Freestyle Friday,
hey, man,
boy.
I appreciate you, man, because they think we playing.
What's up, family? I want to let y'all know, man. Hey, let everybody know, man. St. Pete Funny Comedy Show is tomorrow. 110 people already in the building. We only got about 40, 45 tickets left. Gilman is going down. Bought the show back after 4 years, man. It's going down tomorrow at Visor Eat Lounge, 2500 34th Street South, the old Galaxy. Casually dressed how we do it. And it's big. It's going down tomorrow, man. On the way to a sold out event, man. Catch up on some things, man. So y'all support the kid, man. Get your tickets off. Do a ticket drop off now. Hey, anybody from the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club want to come, man? I got you on the list. Y'all already know I love y'all.
I would love to.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
But
those over there 7, so be there early so you can get your seat. I got y'all on the list. If y'all let me know, DM me. But you got to get the $25 general admission. I only got 10 VIP left, but you got to buy them from the venue because I sold all mine. So if you want a seat, man, get a ticket because if you come to the door, I can't guarantee you a seat. It's going to be swole, man. Thank you, St. Pete. I love y'all. Eddie Green still let on the show. I'm hosting. Y'all know how we do it with craft black artists coming through. It's going down. Casually dressed, man, to impress, man. Straight up.
Hey, man.
Text that to me, Mr. Teresa.
Hey, man, thank you, man. Great job. And keep up the good work, Dave, man. If y'all don't know St. Pete Funny, y'all support, man. Come out tomorrow.
Yes. Appreciate that. Thank you for calling. Miss Teresa actually put a link in here too with the income limits in the chat, so we can get the area median income, so you can actually see it. I'm telling you, man, we got a whole community around here. Like,
so I look at these things and then I see like, oh Lord, never mind.
You saw another thing.
What you about to get canceled or something?
No, I'm just like
you gotta bite your tongue.
The qualifications for stuff, you know what I mean?
I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about us.
Okay.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Okay, so you talking about racism?
Yeah, man, and we have a couple incidents that have come up, and everybody know about the boycott that's happening right now with the the store
snacks.
on,
Yeah.
And it's because of people racism and disrespecting the community.
Yeah.
And people feeling disrespected and how and what we're saying and doing about it. Next Wednesday we're gonna be at Campbell Park because of this guy. Yeah.
So I talked to Rob Perry. Matter of fact, shout out to Rob.
Yeah.
I've known Rob since like the 90s, right? Late 90s. He was, I think maybe he might have been my first insurance man. When I changed my life trying to get some life insurance, I think Rob might have sold it to me. And then just over years, staying in touch. And I remember when he started the Sowing Seeds tennis program, he actually was at Childs Park doing tennis lessons for a while. And then he moved it over to Campbell Park, and he's been doing this consistently for years. And apparently, recently, he just had an incident where somebody came out there and they said, "Hey, man, we got a problem with, the demographics of your mentees."
Thank you for talking about it.
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
Yeah. They got a problem with the demographics of the participants in his program, and he said he's gonna go and get his people, and they coming back. And the way that he said it is like he coming back to create a problem, and so
we'll meet in the middle. Area median income.
So in the middle like that. Where you tell. So basically, Rob posted and made a post on Facebook where he threw the hat in the air, right? And he was like, "They say they coming, what y'all gonna do?" And so I got activated because the picture that he showed of the program got 2 of my grandchildren in it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, these I remember them talking about how much fun, how much they enjoyed, the tennis and being over there.
And why would this white guy come from another town feel so comfortable to tell the community this?
Yeah.
And this is our community.
Yeah.
Ain't you heard of Off the Ass? What?
Yeah.
Have you heard of?
Yeah. And so he invited the community to come out. We're gonna come out on next Wednesday at 5:30. Stand with the children. But then when I saw the post, it occurred to me. Again, knowing Rob and knowing how these programs work, like a lot of this stuff is shoestring budgets. And so I'm like, okay, now that he has the attention, people looking at it, like, let's see if we can generate some resources. It's a fundraising opportunity, like really looking at this saying, okay, since people are really looking and they're angry, they're upset, they want to do something. Let's do something that can actually help the program.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because showing up is one thing and the kids will see us, we love that. But then when we go and they still need shoes, they still need rackets. He still need a ball holder. He still need green dot balls. So, like, how can we take this as an opportunity to also support the program? And so I asked him if it was okay. He didn't mind me doing it, but he didn't ask for it. He was just like asking for support. And so he wasn't doing it for that reason. And but that was a Brother John thing. I'm like, man, let's just, because a lot of times we get angry and upset. And I saw this. This was something I saw. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I saw this when what was that? Trayvon Martin. When the thing happened with Trayvon Martin back in like 2012, and we were upset and outraged. But then they set up a GoFundMe for George Zimmerman,
and they organized.
And they started.
Millions.
They organized millions of dollars, and they do that. So when their people get under attack, like I think when they drugged the man in the truck or something happened. They created a GoFundMe and just raised thousands, hundreds of, and I'm like, okay, well, wait, here's an opportunity for us
to do that and
to do the same thing.
And what'll make them even more matter if you see young black kids coming out with fresh rackets.
Yeah, they got
and they got it over there. Like
thank you.
Everybody got on their nice little fit that say St. Pete's finest or something. And then they come in.
We play tennis, like
leave stronger than when he made the comment.
Yes.
That's what I love to see.
That was the thing for me. So
we supporting them with drinks, we supporting them with finances.
Yeah.
Bring some shoes, bring some rackets. Let's make this something that they didn't expect. He might be looking for a fight, but we're looking for finances.
Yeah.
We're looking for opportunity. We're looking to build.
And the last thing I'll say, because we actually have Rob. Rob's going to come in. He's coming in next Wednesday. He's going to tell us about, the incident, and he's also going to talk about the program. And again, the invitation was like, Rob, I know you've been doing great things for a long time. Yeah. So here's an opportunity for you to come in and talk about the great work that you're doing. And this incident is just we let that be what it is.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't gonna dwell on it.
No.
We're gonna bring it up, go talk about it. But what we is gonna do, we're gonna raise some money
and support the program.
Build this up because this is the Black Money movement.
And we giving these brothers who like ready to do something Like y'all got something to do.
Yeah.
Because don't get it twisted. Now you threaten our children. It's a response coming with that.
Because you seen
but it's like the barking dog though. Like we just gonna be. It's like no, you ain't got to do that.
Yeah.
But just know when you come,
there's somebody here.
Yeah.
Somebody here.
Yeah.
Like somebody here.
Somebody
like,
gonna be here. Yeah.
I was watching. I don't know. Reasonable Doubt. I'm watching this series, right?
Okay.
And then we can go to the Ask Kiana.
Okay.
So, in one of the scenes, she's a lawyer. She hired another lawyer to do. So the guy come to her house, and they're arguing back and forth. Boom, boom, boom. Her husband, he don't know her husband now. So her husband walk out and was like, "Yo, homie, you finna change your tone, right?" Okay. And he's like, "Oh no, we good." Boom. So when he walked out, the husband said, "Listen, this is the last time he come in our house, raise his voice at you. And if he does, he gonna find out what a real and then walked away." You know what I mean? Yeah, so everything don't have to go there, but you do have to set boundaries.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's go.
All right. So I don't know if we have enough time. Thank you for that, Robert. Robert says I got 2 crystal tennis balls, paperweight made by Tiffany Company. I'm willing to donate for charity.
I
appreciate that.
And that's what keep it coming.
I think Rob does jewelry like gold too. Like I think
Rob,
he's
keep it coming.
I think Rob. Is Rob. Don't you? I think he's a jury maker. Go ahead.
Okay.
I think you.
That's what's up. All right. So we have Ask Kiana. Probably not enough time to deal because it's a big topic here.
Okay.
But we'll see how we can do it in the next 9 minutes. Ask Kiana is brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op, ocgc.coop. All right. Hey Kiana. I've been thinking about how we use certain words in our culture, like the N word and the B word. Some folks say it's all about context and who's saying it. Others feel like those words are always disrespectful, no matter what. I've seen women use the B word with each other like a term of endearment, but get offended when a man says it. And we all know the debates around the N word. Some say we've taken the power back. Others say we should leave it alone. So here's my question. Is it ever really okay to use these words, or are we just creating confusion with the double standards? Where do we draw the line, and who gets to decide?
You get to decide.
Okay.
Period. So like I can call my friend something, and then somebody else may say that ain't cool, and I gotta respect those. When somebody else tell you that they don't want to do that, you gotta respect other people's boundaries.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So like me and my friends may be okay with that. You boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
The thing about grace, you give it to who you want and who you don't want to, because this is this is Kiana's world.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So that's Brother John's world. That's Jabbar world.
Yep.
And Brother John, your wife could call you stuff that nobody else can.
You better know it.
Right. And nobody can check you about what your wife said. That's my wife.
Yeah.
But you allowed her to do that.
Yeah.
But if I tell you can't, you can't.
Yeah.
Period. But like, if
so you just gotta respect. Yeah.
It's real.
But why?
Because I said so. Like I can go in some stuff.
That's a double standard.
But people don't respect boundaries.
Okay.
And that's really it.
Especially boundaries that don't. But hold on. But if that boundary doesn't apply equally,
it don't have to.
Yeah.
Life ain't fair.
Okay.
Like we know that.
It ain't a fair thing. It's just a me and you thing. It's like you can't do that. That's a boundary for you. That may not be a boundary for them. But that's a boundary for you.
That's kids.
Yeah.
There's some stuff kids can, and as they get older, you're allowed to do more things.
Okay.
You know, you are my associate. You can't call me the B word.
Okay.
I take it offensive.
Yeah. Hold on.
No. What you talking about? No, I don't know you like
that. Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? You can't call me the N word because I don't care. Right. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Now my
cool like that.
My girl, she can call me because I know her intentions. I know who she is.
Yeah.
I don't have to question.
Why she call me?
Right. But if I have to question it and I tell you I don't want you to call it, it's my right.
Yeah. You want to step all over the boundaries and be
I will tell you, if I'm having a conversation with somebody else and you don't like it, that means that it wasn't your conversation anyway.
Okay.
Well, that's to see your way out of it.
Yeah. A bow-legged. It's a bow-legged conversation. And you're not needed.
So anyway.
The A and B conversation. You just You can see your way out.
Yeah.
No, that's perfect. I mean, so yeah, we didn't need 9 minutes to handle that one. That was easy. Yeah, you just got it out.
I mean, because you said we had that much time. So
okay, so that was the abbreviated version.
Yeah,
But no,
like,
I mean, it makes sense though. You're right. It is like Jam. She agrees. She says it's personal preference and boundaries. And so if you know that friends group is cool with that, that's cool in that friends group. Don't you try to insert yourself in that and show up as that
and then
when
like
you're not in that group like that.
And I want to say this, and a lot of times in society, in the community, we have to set boundaries.
Yeah.
A lot of times we get trespassed upon because we haven't set those boundaries as a community.
Right.
And then people step on us.
Yeah.
Right. Because hey, they do it. They do it. You do it. Hey man, hold on. Step back, cross the line.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, when people don't respect your boundaries, regardless when people they don't respect you.
Yeah.
I will tell you that because like even if we're in this friend group right here,
yeah,
and I know like I say this and I know you don't like it, I'm not gonna say it to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a little bit more like
because you know how how your friends are. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Come on, man. No, yeah.
I'm not even finna push that on it. Now me and Jabbar might have a whole
yeah. That's right though.
You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. And some people get offended by that, but I actually appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
of the relationship.
Yeah, it's like I like that. Like, and that's the respecting the boundaries and understanding the people who you're around, because you know everybody ain't with all that stuff all the time. Right. And so it's like, okay, no, that's big.
That ain't my cup of tea.
That's big. That ain't my cup of tea.
Oh.
All right, speaking of cup of tea, that was the Ask Kiana. Thank you for that. If y'all got comments, please put them in there. Let us know what you think.
Is it boundaries or discrimination?
When it's the N word. No, those are boundaries, my boy. Those are boundaries. It ain't discrimination. I'm not discriminating because I won't let you call me a nigga.
What? You is really on one today. You would let like a couple of words.
He forgot that we got FCC guidelines and we signed paperwork about what we can say. But anyway, yeah. So we'll handle that.
It's boundaries, and so it can be two things can be right at the same time.
Yeah, but it just
no, but
my nerve.
Yeah.
How is it discrimination? Because I can't let you call me a. Come on, listen, and that's how things are being flipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
The masters are flipping everything. I was listening to the Supreme Court argument.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are flipping.
He was actually at the Supreme Court. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't just listening to the argument.
Yeah,
he went to the Supreme Court.
Flipping everything on his head.
Yeah.
And then said, okay, well, we can't discriminate. Well, guess what? Making that district is discriminating against me, the white guy.
Yeah.
And they're using it.
They're using Dr. King's dream.
They've made it to the Supreme Court with it.
Yeah, saying that Dr. King said we should be judged by the content of our character, not the color of our skin. So you giving money to these black people to go to college is discrimination against us. He said Dr. King say y'all shouldn't do that. He say everybody is equal. We want everybody to be fair. Like I saw the memo.
Yeah.
Like they have a White House memo saying that Dr. King would be rolling over in his grave if he saw what y'all was doing to help black people.
They have mastered.
They ain't said to help black people piece. But basically, he was like he would be rolling over in his grave.
But that's how contents matter. Like, do you see how they flip it?
Yeah.
No, he's rolling in his grave that you twisting his word.
Right.
Because his fight was to get black people to be equal so that we had a fair fight in here.
And they saying that's done. They saying good job, Dr. King. Mission accomplished. Happy birthday! Celebrate your parade, but don't come to my.
This is like political narcissism, right? They are flipping it on us, making us to blame, saying that it's because of us now. They have mastered it, and I think that the other side needs to come in with some type of mastery of their own.
We don't
counter this argument.
We talked about this.
Yeah, we're gonna keep talking about it.
No, we need
to keep talking about it. We got to keep talking about it because sometimes we talked about it being move on. But so I appreciate that. But no, we got to keep this thing. We got to keep this conversation alive.
We got to be savvy. To be honest, we got to be savvy, and we really need to sit down and read and look at it because once you know what the argument is, now you need to set up the rebuttal and then counter it. And I don't think that a party is ready to counter some of this stuff because honestly, some of this stuff can be easily rebutted.
Yeah.
And really,
some of it came though.
But
well,
some,
we talked about this.
Right, and some, but it can with some thought put in there.
Yes.
Right,
yes.
but you can't go in there unprepared because you think they've had years to prepare.
What are think tanks thinking about?
You know,
we got 60 seconds. So
yeah,
I'll say this: my final thought would be Black excellence consistently over time is the death of white supremacy.
Wow.
So we just keep being excellent, keep doing what we know we need to do for self, and then a lot of these relationship issues that we having, we won't have because we changed the dynamics of the relationship.
Yeah.
And so let's just focus on being excellent, doing for self, and then eventually you'll have. Elijah Muhammad said, "I'll have you so smart, you'll have them wrapped around your finger, and you won't even know that they're there until you look."
Yeah.
And so let's work on that.
Hey, I'll say this: Afro Futures Festival on PDAP. Y'all go to the page. 13 community events over 2 weekends starting November 1st. Y'all be the Tampa Bay Afro Futurism Festival.
All right, be the change you want to be a seed. Write down those 5 things. Stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Make you lose your shoes.
Not all around the house.
This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
We out.
Bing, bing.